Hey, how's it going? Dave2D here. When I did my video about the MacBook Air, I talked about how if you were on the market for a thin and light Ultrabook for like a premium well-built one, the Windows laptops just had better options, right? Better value right now at the end of 2018. And this right here is probably the best example of a well-valued premium Ultrabook. This is the new ZenBook from Asus. It comes in a 13, 14, and a 15-inch screen. This particular model is a 14-inch screen, and I think it's probably the best kind of form factor and best of the bunch. So because this thing has such thin bezels, this device has a very small footprint for a 14-inch screen, because usually a device with this kind of footprint would have slightly thicker bezels and the screen would be a 13-inch screen, but thin bezels, 14-inch screen. So this screen is a 1080p panel. It's not super high res, but it's very crisp. Colors are good, brightness is good, and despite having such thin bezels, the webcam is still up top, so you get a normal looking image. Another thing I like about this laptop is the keyboard. So when you open the lid, the keyboard on the back of it tilts up a few millimeters. They call it ergo lift, and it's something that I like, but it's a very slight tilt. I think it's only like 2 or 3 degrees. If you don't like tilted keyboards for whatever reason, then you may not like it, but it also helps with thermals, which I'll get into later, but I personally like this typing experience. Keyboard layout is also nice, and it's a keyboard I think most people will enjoy quite quickly. So this trackpad, it uses Windows Precision. It's a great trackpad, glass surface, but it also has this feature where when you click the top right corner, this keypad lights up. Now, Asus is showing off this feature in a lot of the marketing materials, and it's cool, like it looks really cool, but functionally, I don't know if it's quite there yet. So the biggest issue I have with it is speed, because if you're gonna use a traditional keypad like this, you're gonna use it because you wanna input your numbers quicker. And because it uses touch input, you can only go so fast before it occasionally misses some of the buttons that you're pressing. And I actually found it faster to just use the numbers at the top of the keyboard instead of this keypad. I mean, it looks really cool and the idea is neat, and maybe with software they can tweak a few things, but in its current state, it feels a little gimmicky to me. Not to say that the whole product is a gimmick, but just that one feature is not as cool as I thought it would be. It has a decent selection of ports. The one I would say was missing is Thunderbolt 3. So it has a USB-C port, but it just doesn't support Thunderbolt 3. And in addition to not supporting Thunderbolt 3, it also doesn't support charging via USB-C. And I feel like on a device like this, like it really would have been awesome if it supported USB-C charging. The one that they include is a barrel plug, but even if you have a compatible adapter that would charge USB-C devices like laptops and stuff, it doesn't work on this port. On the inside, we're looking at soldered on RAM and a Wi-Fi card, but you can replace the NVMe if you want. The CPU that they're using in here is actually the new Whiskey Lake 8th gen CPU. So this is a little bit better than the Kaby Lake ones. It's just a little bit faster clock speed. That's like the big difference between this and Kaby Lake. So this goes to 4.6 gigahertz on boost. The battery is a 50 watt hours. I'm not sure what they're advertising, but I got a little bit over 8 hours with the screen at 250 nits on a regular Wi-Fi test. Speakers, these are great speakers. A lot of the ZenBooks have surprisingly good sounding speakers. They're never in a great position, like they're always on the bottom of the laptops, but they sound good. The performance on the ZenBook is pretty good. It's running a 4-core CPU, but it's also running an MX150, a 2GB video card that's decent for light gaming. Like, you're not gonna get amazing frame rates with it, but it's better than a lot of Ultrabooks that are just using the integrated Intel graphics. And thermally, it's also a good performer. It doesn't get super hot, doesn't get too loud. It fits the Ultrabook genre quite well. Like, you can bring this to work, to school. Like, no one's gonna complain about noise or anything like that. The build quality in this machine is good, but it's not as good as a MacBook. I still feel like the MacBooks have some of the best looking and best finished laptops on the market, but this is quite good. It's not a unibody construction, it's clearly panels, but it is well built. Now, this is a device that starts at $1,000, and for that money, I feel like you're getting a lot of really good stuff. It's great performance, well built, it's got that keypad thing if you're interested in that. I think that it's hard to find this kind of value with this kind of build quality anywhere else. And if you look at the MacBook Air, not that I'm trying to trash that product or anything, but if you're kind of like, you know, should I get a MacBook Air or something else, this is a very good alternative. Just don't be drawn into that keypad because, I mean, it looks cool, but it's not that cool. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thumbs if you liked it, subs if you loved it. See you guys next time.